our buddies and we like to play games in the new Bear Buddies.
Hello!
Hey!
Welcome
Yo.
back to Bear Buddies. I'm stuck.
Welcome back.
No,
Yo.
we're free. We're good.
Yeah. Tom did it.
Yeah,
Tom did it.
let's talk about Chip and Dale.
Chip and Dale! Oh, yeah. For anyone who's been waiting for a whole
Dale.
week to hear us talking about Chip and Dale, we're talking about it now, right here on the show.
Here we are.
Right here, right now. We're doing it. Chip and Dale time.
So you enjoyed it?
I did. I had a great time watching it. I think for me, the 2D anim was brilliant. Or it was really good. It was like what you'd expect from 2D anim.
So by 2D you mean like
The hand drawn stuff.
yes.
So the stuff that was actually hand drawn. I guess there's
which was that
mainly background
Dale?
characters.
okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Largely a lot of the background characters, if they were sort of cartoons per se, then they would have been done by hand, so 2D. The 3D stuff. So is it Chip, the one with the 2 teeth as opposed to the 1 tooth? The one that was that had the CG surgery. Which I can't remember which one's which.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
The way the man at Disneyland when I went as a kid told me was Chip has a nose like a chocolate chip.
Oh.
And Dale has a red nose. And I think
Oh,
Dale
it's Dale then.
is,
It's Dale.
Dale
In which
is
case,
Andy Samberg. Is
okay.
yeah.
Sure.
So I think Dale.
Dale had the CG surgery, didn't he?
Yes.
Like him and I guess I don't know, any of the other furry characters. I thought we were all right. They were pretty good. They had Blue the Bear in there at some point. What I didn't like so much was the CG as 2D characters.
Like Chip.
Yeah, like the other guys in the main gang.
Big Pete.
Like
Whatever his name was.
Peter Pan.
Sweet Pete, that's his name.
Yeah. Who else was? I can't. You know the kind of look. It's the kind of video game cell shaded look, and it looks shite. But in my opinion, but yeah, I thought the script was excellent. I thought it was really funny. It was quirky. It was meta. It was heartfelt in places. There were a couple of bits that didn't make sense, but
It felt a bit like what Roger Rabbit could have done. I mean, Roger Rabbit's a brilliant film, and I think it was great regardless. But it feels a bit like what Roger Rabbit. It feels like more things that they wanted to do in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but they were limited by the time period.
Oh,
maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
Now we've got the internet and everything is meta and.
Yes. Yeah, I guess it did almost feel like they were taking the Roger Rabbit concept and just going, okay, what could we do with that now?
Yeah, right. And they even acknowledged that really early on, right?
Yeah, sure.
They'd danced the Roger Rabbit with Roger Rabbit, and it's
Yeah.
oh, okay, well.
Yeah.
It seemed a bit like this is kind of here's a little nod to what we're doing.
But no, I did really enjoy it. What did you think, sir?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought the script was great. As someone that doesn't know a whole lot about animation, I kind of like the 2D characters, but I think maybe more for the effect that it had rather than the actual look of them. I think maybe if I thought a bit more about it, I would have been different. Who knows? Oh no!
Oh god! Oh no! Oh no!
Let's climb down the ladder.
Oh god!
Fuck.
That's not good. That's not
Back
healthy.
we go.
Oh god.
No, we just got to go back to this bit.
Okay. Cool.
So I really enjoyed it. I thought the story was fab.
Yeah.
There are a few bits I wish they'd elaborated on a little bit more.
Yeah. I guess for anyone who hasn't seen it, spoilers, but just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were just a few bits of action towards the end and a bit with Captain Putty or whatever. I wish he'd been in it a bit more.
He was a great character. Oh my god.
Yeah, right, and I thought the reveal of him being a villain, I was
Yeah.
a bit like, okay, cool, because I feel like he hadn't been in it enough to warrant me
Okay.
caring
Yeah,
as
yeah.
much about him. But I thought
Yeah.
he was such a cool character, and like J.K. Simmons is fab,
Yes.
and I just wish they'd spent a bit more time with him. And it
Sure.
felt like it was supposed to be such a big shock because he was like a big part of the case, and they had such a good rapport with him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But it
yeah.
also felt like they didn't have a good rapport with him because he was barely in it.
Sure.
You know. So
Yeah,
I
it's
was a
tricky,
bit like,
isn't it?
well, fine.
Yeah. You almost need them.
I did.
having, like, a
I
close
did enjoy it though. I
relationship.
thought he was a great character, and I didn't love the detective that they worked with, who was like a
No.
fan of Rescue Rangers. I didn't think she was the best actor in the world.
Sure, sure, sure.
Oh my god, how do I do this? But yeah, I mean, like, you know, fine, fair enough,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
enough to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
How the
What
fuck do
are
I
you
drop
doing?
this?
What do you gotta do?
I actually have no fucking clue what I'm doing.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow,
I lied
wow,
on my
wow.
resume.
This is just Shamu. It's like, do your job, come back tomorrow, do the job again, do it right.
Oh, maybe it's got to go here.
Oh.
That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yes, it's got to go here.
Is this like some sort of Zelda-y puzzle thing?
There we go. Okay,
Nice.
now what?
See ya.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah. So, other than that, I really, really enjoyed it, and
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There were like sort of one or two bits that I felt were a little bit weird, like when they were in the lab, when they discovered the lab, and they
Yeah.
turned on the machine, and then they ended up inside the machine, but like they had to
Yeah.
jump into the area as the machine was closing. They had to jump into that in order for it to close around them, which seemed a little bit forced. But I don't know what the solution to that is. Like, how do you set that situation up with it being a bit more natural? Bit less,
Yeah. I wish it was a bit longer. I could have sat through a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, I watched it with my partner, and we were both like, I could sit and watch that again right now. Like, no exaggeration. I would happily sit through that again.
Yeah, totes. Yeah.
Which I don't
yeah.
often get with films. I'm like, cool, that was great.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could watch it again straight away. But that, I just had a really good time.
It was. Yeah.
And
It was so enjoyable. It was like.
I grew up on Rescue Rangers as well, so it was like...
It definitely
it
hit the
was-
nostalgia button.
Yeah.
It's like every time you hear the soundtrack, it's like.
Yeah.
Rangers.
Ch-ch-ch-Chippendale.
Yeah.
As well as being like, you know, completely filled with modern references.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, good cast.
It was
I wish it was longer,
yes.
and I would not hate a sequel.
Yeah. I guess it's like it's tricky. What would you do with a sequel with those characters?
I don't know. More mystery. Solving mysteries.
Yeah,
who knows?
yeah. I guess it would have to be. I wonder whether like, unless you did something very different with it, it would just feel like the same kind of thing.
Yes.
But,
Yeah. Having said that, though, I did think while I was watching it, I was like, this is just Roger Rabbit that's been reframed. However, I sat through the whole thing and loved it. Oh, do I need to go up again? Are you kidding me?
I mean, I thought the like
fuck's sake, I've
the
got to go up.
motivation for the antagonists were that was a great story. I mean, oh my gosh, like creating
The whole bootlegging
bootleg
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.
I kind of wanted to see more bootleg
Oh sure.
characters as well. Like, I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
weren't enough for me. I was like, I need to see more. I was trying
Yeah.
to figure out who some of them were. There was like Phineas, and there was that great scene where they went through the like Winnie the Pooh being filmed.
Oh my gosh, that was so good, so good. Oh, it's just so funny. It's like there's something really funny about off-model characters.
Yeah, and you know, like having the freedom as a animator or like a designer to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Must be
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Oh my gosh, we haven't even talked about it yet. Ugly Sonic.
Oh my god, that was perfect.
Holy shit.
Perfect.
Holy shit. So
and
good.
to be voiced by Tim Robinson, who has a great sketch show called I Think You Should Leave
Right.
on Netflix, which if you haven't watched it, go and watch it. You might hate it and you might be like, this is weird, but he's
Ugly Sonic weird.
He's perfect.
Okay.
And what a great way to like to you know, like,
it's such a great pop culture reference. Exactly. Yeah. It's like sort of taking something that people hate and making it into something that people love. It's so good. It's so good. Such a great use of that that concept. It's like I can't think of another good example where you could do something like that. Like I like something that's so hated. Unless I don't know. Unless you did something with like the Disney remakes or something. But Baloo was in there, and he was having a chill time.
Yeah, true.
I guess Jungle Book was quite well loved, wasn't it? I don't know. Before
More than The Lion King.
Yeah, exactly.
Before they hated it.
Before there was a bit more of a negative reaction to Disney remakes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I loved it, and I really like how much Ugly Sonic was in it. I thought it was just going to be a tiny cameo.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like really fun commentary, and also like, I guess for the people that worked on that design, must be cool for them to be like to kind of see like,
now the internet loves us.
With it. And then also maybe for the director of the first Sonic to watch it and be like, oh, I see it now. Because they must have had to have approved a lot of concepts and seen test footage. And
absolutely. I mean, that design was obviously approved at some point, like at several points.
Yeah.
And I guess
right
like
now that he's got this like big joke about it, it feels like he can. Yeah.
I guess it's tricky in like because in sort of like a little bit behind the scenes in VFX, like you obviously want to make stuff look as good as possible.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's the director and it's the client side team that get to make the decisions. Like you can explain stuff and you can say, well, I think it looks better because XYZ, but ultimately they call the shots. So if they say I want it to look like this, then you got to do it or you don't get paid. Which is I mean it's kind of the same in a lot of jobs really, isn't it? It's like if you're acting in something and you have a specific idea of a character but the director has a different idea, then you've got to do the director's idea because otherwise again you're out.
It's a bit like The Country as well, you know.
Yeah.
Like, Boris is like, we're doing this, and people are like, I don't think we should, but I guess we've got to listen to you. Yeah. No, but what a great film.
Yeah. No, absolutely brilliant. I'm trying to remember now what the because I haven't seen Roger Rabbit in quite a while.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the story is behind that one. Because I know they're like, is it tunes are going missing or something, or are they dying or?
Yeah, and Roger Rabbit gets framed for it.
Yeah.
And he has to work with a detective who's trying to clear his name, whose brother was killed by a toon, and he doesn't trust toons.
Yeah.
And
I mean that in itself is a great like setup for a just any kind of story. Like,
yeah, right.
So good. Like they absolutely freaking nailed that one.
And then it turns out it's Judge Doom, who is a toon, and he's found a way to kill them for good.
Yeah, I can't remember why he's doing that.
That's a good question, and I can't either.
Like in I guess Chippendale, like the motivation is that Peter Pan is making bootlegs so he can make money, whereas I guess I can't remember why.
I remember he wants to get rid of Toontown.
Yeah.
It might be to build. It is for money, I think, or to like.
Sure. Don't know. Maybe I'll look that up between episodes.
Yeah,
Maybe I
because
won't.
he is
Who
a
knows?
cartoon as well, but he doesn't.
He is a cartoon as well, isn't he? Yeah.
But he looks like a human.
Who knows? Yeah, I can't remember why that is either. How is he
I
able
don't
to
think that's
shape
ever explained. I think he just.
Oh, is it not?
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe it is,
Who knows?
but I
Just
think
a fun-
he has cartoon eyes.
Yeah.
Once he takes his
does.
glasses off, they all like
Yes.
spin.
Wow. And then he has that big chainsaw arm, which I think
Oh yeah.
part of the thing I love about that film is how dark it is. It's like
Oh yeah.
it's super dark. Like he's about to get dropped into like a vat of acid or something.
Yeah.
Grim. But
Yeah.
that's I guess that's why it was so highly rated. Maybe. Or, I don't know, maybe for other reasons as
probably.
well. But
Oh, for
Who knows?
fuck's sake! I
what are you doing?
just
what are
trying to drive successfully, but the trailer keeps fucking coming off, which is why. Oh, piss off, you stupid car!
No. Oh no. Get out the way, car. Get out the
But
way.
the issue is, no, back off. The issue is that as soon as you need to like turn around in a tight spot,
Oh, does it just come off?
it just disconnects, and
It
I'm
just
driving
comes
like
off.
an absolute fucking idiot. So, fuck
I hate
You
it when
know
it
what?
just comes off.
Let's just drive this into the water and restart this mission.
All right. Would it be a good good time to do this mission
Do it next time.
next
Yeah,
time on
let's do
Bear
next
Buddies?
time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Cool. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
You can't hurt my feelings if I'm. Oh shit! I really fucked that one up.